It's damage hitter time. Call Carswell. We're going to do an early how-to, and I've started on these how-tos, and I'm really excited. I've done T. I've done how to stop the bar on the front arm, and now I'm going to do this one. I know nobody wants it, but I'm doing it anyway because it's a basic fundamental of baseball, and I believe that everybody should know the basic fundamentals of baseball. I tell my guys, when I used to coach teams all the time, I'd say, hey guys, the chances of one of you guys being a 3, 4, or 5 hole hitter in the big leagues isn't great, right? Maybe you'll be a leadoff, maybe you'll be a 9, maybe you'll never get to the big leagues, right? But if you're going to be one of those supporting roles, you're going to be asked to do this. You're going to be asked to do this. And now with analytics, they're talking about you should never do it, blah, 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 blah. The bottom line is this. It's part of baseball. It's a basic fundamental. And if you know a basic, oh, what is it? It's bunting. This is how to bunt. If you know a basic fundamental, right, then you use it as a basic fundamental. So bunting may not be a way that your team chooses to move runners from base to base. It may not be a way that you use to add 1 hit a week to your batting average, so you go from hitting 262 to 290. It may not be your deal, but it is a basic fundamental that helps with hand-eye, understanding of ball flight, understanding of positioning of the bat, barrel angles, all kind of things that can help you better. And if a guy is on your team, coach or parent, and they can't bunt, you fail to prepare them. The person who's before you didn't fail to prepare them, because that'd be us making an excuse about somebody else. As a coach, I'm the one who's going to prepare the guys I got on my team. So anyway, before I start getting carried away with that rant about something else that I need to do on Mondays, I'm going to talk about bunting, all right? So a couple of things I like to make sure my guys understand about bunting. Number one is the further up in the box you stand when you bunt, the better angle you have to get the ball on the field. The further back in the box you stand, the worse angle you have to get the ball on the field. More room to make a mistake, foul territory. More room to make a mistake, foul territory. If we move up, less room to make mistakes, foul territory. All right? So that's the first thing. Now, obviously, you don't want to give away the fact that you're bunting. However, if you're bunting, it's probably a bunt situation. Okay? Similar to base stealing. At the big league level, everybody knows what you're going to do. The question is, can they stop it? Right? So if we execute, we're taking care of business, we're good to go. So the first thing I tell my guys about bunting is this. The left hand's going to be about the top of your grip. You guys all like the little soft, spongy grips. What do you call those things? Lizard skins. So it's going to be about the top of there. The other hand is going to be a fist with a thumb right about the label. All right? Some guys like to wrap around. I'm not big on that with youth because these fingers get blasted. Right? And then the next thing is this. The bat works at the nose level. Got me? And the hands work parallel to the ground from the nose level. And all we're doing right now is talking about these levels. We're not talking about angles of the bat. We're not talking about bunting yet. We're talking about how we're going to get into position. So we're in our stance. We're going to pivot our back foot, pivot our front foot towards it, and we're going to present the bat at our nose, and we're going to get down in the zone. Okay? Now, here's a couple of reasons. I learned this in college myself. I'm in my stance. I want to hit. Coach wants me to bunt. The first thing I would think about is I don't want to bunt. The second thing I think about is I got to do my job. I'm on the team. So I'm going to make this guy throw a strike. So what I do is I squeeze the strike zone. I get down low, and everything above my bat is a ball. Okay? Bat's at my eyes. Hands are in proper positions. I'm down here, bat's at my eyes. Everything above my hands is a ball. And I only bunt from here down. And I bunt with my knees and my hands together. Okay? So now you got the proper bunting position. A great way to practice that is to get on a knee, have the machine or the coach throwing, get in your good position, lean into it, and work on it. Okay? Catch balls right here. The further to the end of the bat, the deader it'll be. The more in the barrel, the firmer it'll be. Fair enough? Good. Now, say we want to bunt the ball to third base. We're going to preset our angle. I like to tell guys, think about your angle being parallel, if you're going to go to third base, parallel to the first base line, perpendicular to the third base line. If you're going to go to first base, set your angle parallel to the third base line, perpendicular to the first base line. Once again, people will say, well, now they know where you're going to bunt it. It's a bunt situation. They know. They're paying attention. If they're not, we're going to beat them bad anyway. But if they are, it's a bunt situation. We got to execute. Fair enough? So we're in our stance. We turn, we bat at our shoulder, and we point our right hand is pointing our bat if we're right-handed. Our left hand has it back, and we're working up and down to catch the ball, see it down, then run. Nice little sacrifice action. When they go to first base, left hand is presented out front, right hand is back, but even with our nose, catch the ball, see it down, then run. For left-handers, I like to catch the ball further back on the left side of the plate. So I'm opened up a little bit. I don't pivot necessarily. I sit back, bunting to third base, parallel to the first base line, perpendicular to the third base line. Catch the ball. Right hand's out front, left hand's back. Is at my knees, eyes is at my eyes. Catch the ball, see it down, and run. First base, left hand's out front, right hand's back here, perpendicular and parallel. Catch the ball, see it down, and run. Bunting is about taking your time, being committed to executing a fundamental. They say baseball's mental. Bunting is just slowing down your brain and executing what you have to do. Sacrifice bunts aren't seen as much as they've been in the past, but being able to execute a basic fundamental before you get to the level of needing it, to me, is vital in baseball. So, thanks for joining me on today's how-to bunt here at Damage Hitter. Do me a favor, make a comment below, like or subscribe. Can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. Even though we bunted today, I still got to say, when in doubt, hit it out.